Good afternoon, everybody. It's not maybe if you're on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, maybe it's not. Maybe it's still morning. But hope everyone's doing good. Colleen, hey Levi, hey Ian. Uh, Levi's going to try to join me as well. Don't know if he's going to be able to make it on or not. Internet spotty where he's at and questionable at best. So I've got a sketch that I just got done. The Borg versus Dr. Manhattan. I've got like a long, almost 3-minute cut of it, and I can't decide if we should keep the beginning or not because it doesn't really feed into the rest of it. So just kind of curious on everyone's thoughts as to whether I should keep the full length thing or if we should cut it short. Hey, Double Kid K. Hey, Levi.
It's working. All right.
Yep.
We don't have as many people. So we're still at the hotel.
Okay.
We'll be leaving in the morning and heading to the midway point in Colorado to take a break and then head back home after taking a break. Colleen, I'm doing better. What just happened? My computer did a whole lot of weird things. Okay, we're good. The funeral helped. Funeral helped. And then afterwards, I talked and I was like, as soon as I found out I could attend the ceremony virtually, I'm just saving my data essentially for that so I can join that. We'll be in Colorado at the time.
Yeah.
Right at home.
You're like, all right, then we're leaving. Yeah, I totally get that.
And if my internet is glitchy, I'm sorry, everyone. This is not the best internet, and I'm just lucky that there isn't a whole lot of people here right now. My kids haven't been able to do their schoolwork, which is another reason why, I have to go. They need to catch up on their schoolwork. So,
right. So I've got the Borg versus Dr. Manhattan filmed, but I'm not sure if we need to do the whole thing or if I should cut it into the middle of it. So I wanted to share it with everybody and get an opinion because there's a decent point in the middle of it. We were cut the whole beginning off and shorten it up.
If your gut says that, I feel like you already know the answer.
I think so. Also, I'm just curious if people like the lore exposition at the start, or if we just cut it all to.
Well, it's like the short versions of the Stitch video. When I had time to actually look back at them, I'm like, I wish I would have changed things, but I really just didn't have time with everything going on. And I was like, I'm going to live with this.
So the whole idea is that the Borg are heading to the villain conference and they went to the wrong Earth. And there's a little game of which glowing blue person is it? And then, that's bad. And then done. So here's the full thing. And then I'll show you what I'm thinking is the shorter cut. No, listen, I get that you're approaching Earth, but it's the wrong Earth. You're going to have to shift realities again, okay? But make sure you get the right one this time. Stop approaching the planet. Keep your distance, okay? I'm going to send you new coordinates in a moment that you're just going to have to... What blue glowing person? Blue glowing person narrows it down a little bit, okay? But depending on which Earth you're at, there's a few different possibilities. None of them are good. Is the glow blue-ish, or is it straight blue? Okay, if it's straight blue, that eliminates quite a few. Are they wearing a cape, like a white cape? Okay, if there's no white cape, it's not Blue Marvel. How big is the glow around this person? Is it like a flaring aura surrounding them? And if so, do they have spiky blue hair? Yeah, it is important because if it's Goku or if it's Vegeta, then you... Bald man? Bald blue glowing man. Is this person basically naked? Okay, that's most likely Dr. Manhattan. He's the worst possible option right about now. It's a really good thing you're keeping your distance. Wait, you're not? You didn't. Why? Why didn't you stop? Now, this guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like the control of physics. He's nearing omnipotence. Yeah, I'm not surprised your engines quit working. He can disassemble the cube and all of you on a whim if he wants to. Yeah, he's holding his hand out at you because you're an unknown spacecraft approaching his home planet and he doesn't know what your intentions are. Don't fire on it. Don't fire on him. He's invulnerable, and if you do that, you just confirm to him that you're a threat.
All right, let me unmute you here, because we're having a really bad echo. For everyone here, I want you to guys give your opinions. I know what mine is. I recognize exactly the point that he was saying to the new starting point, and I think that has to be your starting point. And that is because you wind up repeating yourself. Like the first world thing was great, but then you kind of went into detail that it wasn't necessary. If you had done that world point and then go, what blue glowing thing, it would have been great. But then because you have the blue glowing marker, and then you have the world thing a second time, there's no need for that.
What blue glowing person?
Right. And then your ending, to be honest, is like as soon as you find out it's Dr. Manhattan and you tell them like how bad the situation is, that's a really good ending point. I don't know how long that is, and if it's not the length of which you need it to be, my suggestion would be to take all the good bits that you've got and possibly refilm it, because you've got a bunch of good bits, but just in wrong parts. Like that ending, that very, very ending part where you go, would have been great if you had it right after you found out who it was and you were trying to warn them.
Yeah, it does drag. I agree.
That would have been a great ending point right there, like that. So you'd have to start here like you have it.
Yeah. So now it's this. Hey, Katini. Hey, Desert. What blue glowing person? Look, blue glowing person narrows it down a little bit, okay? But depending on which Earth you're at, there's a few different possibilities. None of them are good. Is the glow blue-ish, or is it like straight blue?
I really like that opening.
If it's straight blue, that eliminates quite a few. Are they wearing a cape, like a white cape? Okay. If there's no white cape, it's not Blue Marvel.
We get the Guess Who game.
How big is the glow around this person? Like, is it like a flaring aura surrounding them? And if so, do they have spiky blue hair? Yeah, it is important, because if it's Goku or if it's Vegeta, then you... Bald man? Bald blue glowing man. Is this person like basically...
And technically speaking, Saitama does have like a blue glow in some of the anime and stuff. When he goes to fight, you can kind of see the blue radiance sometimes. It's not his actual glow; it's an FX thing, but people mistake it as him glowing.
You're not. You didn't. Why? Why didn't you stop? Now, this guy is not someone you can handle. It's a really good thing you're keeping your distance. He's the worst possible option right about now.
And then you pause that, and then cut that. And then immediately it transitions to the... I can't hear you. You're muted.
Your distance. Because that makes no sense without the part at the start that we cut out. You're not? You didn't... Why? Why didn't you stop? Now, this guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like the control of physics. He's nearing... So 1 second. He's the worst possible option right about now. And then we cut to... Yeah, I'm not surprised you're... Hold on. Now, this guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like... to right there, so it should cut to right here. And get rid of this. right about now. This guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like the control of physics. He's nearing omnipotence. Yeah, I'm not surprised your engines quit working. He can disassemble the cube and all of you on a whim if he wants
You
to.
really like Dr. Manhattan isn't someone you really need to go
out at you because you're an unknown spacecraft approaching.
Yeah, I don't need to explain any of that. So
this guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like the control of physics. He's nearing omnipotence.
Right there is a good thing, but
yeah,
like
we don't need to expound on it anymore. And then
he's holding his hand out at you because you're an unknown spacecraft approaching his home planet, and he doesn't know what your intentions are. Don't fire on it. Don't fire on him. He's invulnerable, and if you do that, you just confirm to him that you're.
I think if you go, don't fire on him, and then immediately go, of course they would. I think would make more sense because Dr. Manhattan's also the kind of guy, like, depending on who he's fighting, like if he knows you, he gives you a chance. If he doesn't know you, the moment you fire, you're gone.
Yeah.
Intentions are. Don't fire on it. You just confirm to him.
Actually, that's where it should be, is right here. Don't fire on him because that's just going to confirm to him that you're a threat. Yeah.
Don't fire on him. He's invulnerable, and if you do that.
All right, so let me pull the script up real quick.
Well, let's take a look at it and make sure it's kind of where we want it. I know there's going to be some skipping around, but it's not a big deal.
What?
Yeah, Devil, he probably wouldn't.
Look, blue glowing person narrows it down a little bit, okay? But depending on which Earth you're at, there's a few different possibilities. None of them are good. Is the glow blue-ish, or is it like straight blue? Okay, if it's straight blue, that eliminates quite a few. Are they wearing a cape, like a white cape? Okay. If there's no white cape, it's not Blue Marvel. How big is the glow around this person? Like is it like a flaring aura surrounding them? And if so, do they have spiky blue hair? Yeah, it is important because if it's Goku or if it's Vegeta, then you bald man, bald blue man. Oh, is this person like basically naked? Okay, that's most likely Dr. Manhattan. He's the worst possible option right about now. This guy is not someone you can handle. His power is literally like the control of physics. He's nearing omnipotence. Yeah, he's holding his hand out at you because you're an unknown spacecraft approaching his home planet, and he doesn't know what your intentions are. Don't fire on it. You just confirm to him that you're a threat.
All right. So the only issue I have, I guess technically two. The first cut, which we know why, probably have a pause because that way your tone will have an opportunity to shift.
Yeah.
But the only other issue I have is right when you're like describing the person, like are they blue or is it an aura? And then you go on to talk about. And then you go on to talk about DBZ characters who they're not actually blue; they have a blue aura, right?
But I would qualify it as glowing blue,
right? But you had already clarified it earlier, so all you would need to do is just move that portion of it, like put the DBZ part before the Blue Marvel guy. Put DBZ before the Blue Marvel because right now when you ask that, I was like, okay, are they glowing blue or is it a blue aura? Like. and then describe DBZ characters. No, okay, maybe it's Blue Marvel. Cape, no, okay, and then continue on. You just have to swap those two areas, and you'd be good.
Is Blue Marvel well known enough to even be in the video?
I don't even know who Blue Marvel is.
Okay, all right.
I would have to look it up. I'm sorry, but
No, it's fine. I had to look up a list of blue characters, and I was like, yeah, Blue Marvel, cool. Okay, this guy's got it.
I would think more is the Beetle on DC blue? Like I feel like he's blue.
Beetle is? Oh yeah, I could totally do Blue Beetle.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just replace him with Blue Beetle. It's a suit. Oh, sorry. I'm getting yelled at to be a little bit quieter. Sorry, guys. Do you remember the Transformers when they dropped the Allspark and turned everything into a Transformer? Why not expand on that for famous vehicles? Technically, I guess we kind of did with the video I did, but we can make a more condensed version because I wanted to do a more condensed version of it. But I won't be able to do anything until I get home. Like I guess I could do it from a hotel room. Chris did some early videos from his hotels when he was working, and those did well. The Samara series was started that way, if I remember right.
At an Airbnb, yeah.
I think Electro Electro isn't really blue per se, except for like when he's in his Electro form. Outside of that, like the only reason he's blue is because they needed to show electricity. But when you look at electricity like sparking, it's not blue so much as it is like white in different colors because it kind of depends on the oxidation of the what's going on and everything, what it's burning and all that kind of stuff. What if the Ferengi gets scanned by Ed, and Eddie? That would be
Irving's idea yesterday. I don't know Ed, and Eddie at all. I think you do.
Yeah, I do, and I cannot see the Ferengi getting scanned by.
Why would you get Stitch? Okay.
And not to mention, you know, you'd have the three of them arguing about doing so to begin with. It's not that it wouldn't make a funny video. It'd be the other way around. But also, that's a more kid-friendly video, and you have to throw out the question. You have to throw away the questions of why are the Ferengi space traveling people on Earth during that time frame and messing things up like that. And then you have to go like, well, then you have to throw out you have to throw away or solve the question of like how they do the time travel, how they do this, why isn't the Federation stepping in, so on and so forth. Which, mind you, the Ferengi did travel in the past and try to screw things up. So it's not as far of a stretch, but it's still one of those things that you would have to figure out. Megamind is blue, but I think Blue Beetle is probably currently more popular than Megamind is. A lot of people do know who Megamind is. But Blue Beetle's been more common recently than Megamind, so I don't know. I feel like the DBZ is a really good one because it's like, is it a blue aura or is it a blue person? Right?
Right.
And those two differences matter quite a bit. Although Megamind is full-on blue person and bald, you could do a third person.
Yeah, for sure.
So you could expand the game by Megamind and have him be really close to Dr. Manhattan, but he's wearing this and he's got the fishbowl head sidekick and stuff like that. I've read Blood Lad. I have not watched it, and I didn't read all of Blood Lad. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just along the lines of it was one of those series that only does well if you read a bunch of other series that it keeps referencing throughout it. It's like watching one of our videos and not knowing anything in the video. Now, mind you, I did know all or at least most of the references. But whenever you have an anime like that or something like that, Gintama is a really good example of just how well done that can be, a parody anime thing. Blood Lad is not a good example of that. It's not bad. It just wasn't good enough to keep my interest. Where's Waldo video? Where's Waldo random? And Waldo keeps showing up in random shorts. I think that would be easier just to be like having a little Waldo on the side. But guess what? Waldo's copyrighted, so we can't do that. Or trademark or something. I can't remember. Like you don't mess with that one. Bloodlet references manga and anime throughout the entire show. He constantly references DBZ and a bunch of other stuff. And like his character, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right one. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'll try to search it, see if it lets me. I think so. I think that's the right one. It looks like the same character. It might be the same character. I keep getting the anime images over the manga images. And there's an yeah, no. That's the right character. Yeah. If you don't know anime and games well enough, you're gonna miss the parts that make Blood Lad like legitimately funny. But it's still one of those things. Yeah, he's the otaku vampire. Yeah. But that's the thing is that like that's part of the joke, part of his character, and he uses a lot of those references. And you take away those references if you don't know them, it's not as funny, it's not as engaging, it's not as good. And that's actually my problem with it. With Gintama, you could take out the references and you still have the hilarity of the situation that is going on because it's just such a wacky situation. You still have wacky aliens taking over the earth and samurai existing at the same point.
All right.
So Gintama is a good example, whereas Blood Lad is.
Levi Markin, you loved what without the references?
Oh, he liked Blood Lad without the references.
I never saw Blood Lad or read the manga.
Like I said, it's not bad. I don't know if you would like it or not. If you like Gintama or seen Gintama,
I've tried watching Gintama and I haven't gotten into it.
You probably wouldn't be able to get into Blood Lad. Blood Lad tries and fails to do what Gintama succeeded at. Like Gintama is, and this is, I find it funny that you don't like Gintama because Gintama is essentially yes and parody.
Yeah, it's what if aliens invaded samurai Japan?
Yeah, and it continued the hilarity with massive references to every shonen and everything that they possibly could. It was just,
really?
It's just, it's absurd all the way throughout the series. And see, the thing is, like with Ed and remember, their scams always backfire, huh?
Oh, geez, Irving, I'm sorry. What if Ultron is turned into a Transformer? What vehicle will he be? And does he stand a chance against the Autobots? Oh, he and Megatron would butt heads like crazy.
Also, I think Ultron can transform, so I don't think that would be.
But if he was turned into a Cybertronian, what would be his vehicle form?
Considering he likes to fly, it'd be something along those lines.
Yeah, he'd be a hoverboard. I lost interest in Arifureta in the middle of the third season, and I haven't gone back to it. It's fun.
What is Arifureta?
Arifureta is it's called from something to World's Strongest. It's like a class of kids gets transported from Japan to this weird feudal fantasy world. And this kid Hajime Nagumo is the weakest one. He gets tossed into the labyrinth and almost eaten by a monster. He eats the monster and gets stronger, and eventually loses his arm and makes this magical metal arm. And he
gets strong so quickly
he's got
over time.
He's got a harem of super powerful girls following around, and he saved his classroom. And it wasn't horrible. I didn't love it. But it became, to me, very, very formulaic and predictable. And end of the second season, beginning in third, and I lost interest in it.
Yeah, it really does. Levi Markin, I couldn't, I didn't associate the name correctly. As soon as you said the character and everything, I was like, I know what you're talking about. Levi Markin, as far as Gintama goes, it's not that I watched a bunch of it. Like, I know it because I was reading some of the manga. The blue slime. Ooh, that might be a better one. Well, he's not. Well, when he's a slime, yeah. But outside of that, it's just blue hair. So if you go blue person, then you play the game of, is it a blue person? Is it a blue aura? Is it a blue hair? Is it a blue thing? You play that game for a little bit. You find out that okay, it's a blue person. Let's narrow it down from there, and you can play the game. If you wanted to, you could stretch the game out pretty far. I would like to point out to everyone here, there is a certain point where if you stretch the game out too far, people lose interest. It's fun during a live show because everyone's interacting. It's not so fun when you're watching a video because you kind of, at a certain point, you go, how can I speed this up? There is and you see this in television, you see this in movies and everything. There's only so much expo or question upon question that you can do before you will lose the attention and focus of the audience. Now, our videos are very much, hey, what is this type of interaction? So we can do it a little bit longer. It's like watching Whose Line Is It Anyways? It's still fun to watch. However, even in Whose Lines Is It Anyways, there's parts that everyone goes, it's kind of going a little far. Let's move on. Yeah, right there. Levi Markin, you said it best. It starts to feel like you're not part of the joke anymore. That's exactly right.
All right, so here's what we got. What blue person? Is it just a little blue blob, like a gumdrop? Okay, not Rimuru. Good. Does this person have 4 limbs or 6? Because if it's 6, it's Stitch. And okay, 4 limbs is better. A blue person narrows it down a little, but there's still a few possibilities, and none of them are good. Is it a blue glow, or is the person blue? Like, do they have like a flaring aura surrounding them? And if so, do they have big spiky hair? Yes, it's important, because if it's Goku or Vegeta, okay, if the person is blue, that eliminates quite a few more. Do they have a big oversized head? All right, not Megamind. Is it an actual blue body or blue armor? No armor. You're sure? Okay, it's not Blue Beetle. Bald blue man. Oh, is this person basically naked?
Okay. There are 2 points already that you can probably narrow this down and move things around.
All right.
First one is condense Stitch and Rimuru into one sentence, if you're able to, because Stitch can also be mistaken as having 4 limbs as well. So if you can go, does this person, is this a blue blob, or maybe a blue little creature? Okay, good. It's not Rimuru or Stitch. We're good there. Right? And then that gets rid of those lines. That gets rid of, the 4 limbs and stuff quite a bit. And then I love the Goku line. Irving, I have not had time to get at the script of the Four Horsemen. I'm sorry.
Well, this can get changed to your Predator video now because we've taken almost every reference to the Borg out of it.
You can do Predator, you can do Borg, you can do kind of whatever at that point.
Alistair, we could possibly do a call with Alistair, but I would need to know more about his background.
I could probably give you some later on.
I'm sure I could figure that out. Charlie wouldn't be a villain call, and Charlie is a happy-go-lucky, figure-it-out-herselfy person. We see enough of her story that the only person she's calling for help is her dad.
Not even her dad most of the time.
Or other people in hell.
I think the bald blue person, like, okay, that if that person with blue, that eliminates quite a bit more, and then instead of going, do they have a big oversized head? Get interrupted. Have them interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
And by bald, they're bald, because then you can get rid of Blue Beetle. Because at this point, we're going too far. We already have a lot of references. And then you can go, okay, bald, and then describe Mega Man. Oh, if it's not Mega Man, there's really only one other person that like the moment you go, they're naked. Oh, right. Oh yeah, that would work probably better. There you go. Yeah, that works a lot better. At least reading it. I guess we would have to hear it to see how it sounds, but I like the having the click moment. That is such a real thing for everyone here. If you've ever been in customer service and you're trying to figure out what the person's problem is, sometimes you're in such a customer service mode of trying to figure things out that it doesn't click for a second. You're still in that mode. And that is such a real moment. I want to hear how he does it though. And Irving, I am sorry. Like I was trying to work on some of the script. I think there's parts and ideas somewhere now. I don't know where there are now. When I got the news and had to like take care of a bunch of stuff. So I have not even thought about that until you brought it up.
All right. So this becomes the Predators versus Dr. Manhattan approaching in their ship. So it's,
what if this could be literally anyone? Is there another villain or hero or something that's really trending right now that we may be able to try and do another one?
Be a possibility. I mean, you could argue that Homelander's blue.
You could do Homelander then. You might have to give Homelander some lines here, but and that would change your lines a little bit. Right. But you could also test this out with Homelander without his lines and see how it does, and then maybe remake it with his lines, because then that would change your lines quite a bit. Because instead of repeating what he's saying it, and so you react to it.
Yeah, it's not really. There's not really a. The problem is, there's not a point to call Homelander.
No, I don't think Homelander would. I like the Predators calling. There's definitely other villains or heroes that could call. It's just a matter of like who would be calling. We're not trying to add more blue people. What we're trying to do is figure out like because how well did the last Predator video do?
Decent. Yeah.
If it's doing decent, then I say let's go with Predators. It's a nice safe bet. It's a nice easy one.
Yep.
But if you want to test the waters, you could literally fit anyone in there.
Yeah, let's just Predators is the easy solution.
Yeah, Blue Beetle is fun. They've done a lot of new stuff with him more recently, especially with the cartoons and everything. And I think they might have done done a live action. Um, yeah. Do we want to get go out and get a real lunch though, or are we good? Because he's acting like he's constantly hungry. I don't know about you guys.
I literally have 3 more hot pockets over there.
Yeah, they're not. That's not really a balanced thing. Yeah, I wouldn't really call this a vacation. Yeah.
I think we just did. No, who did we do? We did. Did we? Was it the Predators versus the Tick? I think it was. We just did the Tick.
I know, but if
it did really well, and it did really, really well. Hold on.
Oh, I would love to do like I did the Tick video before that had voice acting and everything from Popo.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the Predators versus the Tick, by the way. When I saw
that's literally what I just remade. That's at 150,000 on TikTok.
Yeah.
From earlier in the week.
But I was talking to the Tick, not the Predators. That was the biggest difference. And it was very early on. Like if you were to search on YouTube, if you guys were to search on YouTube and you see it, you can see how early on it was. But I think I still have those voice lines. We could remake it with better voicing and everything. But I do agree it could be the Tick as well, or we could even have the Tick fighting a blue person if you really wanted to. Because Dr. Manhattan isn't really a hero or a villain. He's that gray line of he does whatever he wants to, because you can't make him do anything.
Right. So we can add the Tick in there. So here's what I've got. What blue person? Is it just like a little blue blob, like a gumdrop, or a little blue animal? Okay, it's not Rimuru or Stitch. Good. Blue person. Blue suit? It's not the Tick, is it? Because y'all just fought him. And if it's Homelander, blonde hair, smug expression, you'll be fine. Not a blue suit. Okay. Blue glow, or is the person blue? Like, do they have a flaring aura around them? And if so, do they have big spiky blue hair too? Yes, it's very important, because if it's Goku or Vegeta, they're bald. Do they have like a big oversized head? Okay, not Megamind. Bald blue man. Oh, is this person basically naked? Okay, that's Dr. Manhattan. He's the worst possible option. Because the guy is not someone you can handle. His power is basically near omnipotence. He could literally disassemble all of you on a whim. He's holding his hand out at you because you're in an unknown ship approaching his home planet. He doesn't know your intentions. Don't fire on him. He's invulnerable. And if you do that, you just confirm to him that you're a potential threat.
Only thing I would improve on is your O. After you do the O, when you do the O, it needs to have that transition point of, is this person basically naked? I think that's the only thing that needs to be improved. Outside of that, you got a really solid script.
That was me just running through it real quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this recorded now. You need to straighten out, Mr. Camera. You need to straighten out, Mr. Camera.
My computer usually has an extra bit of stand under it, so it vents better.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, Devil, like you said, he was just running through it, so that's we're gonna watch him do it live.
All right, I'm gonna mute you.
Okay.
What blue person? Is it like a little blue Bob?
Bleh.
What blue person? Is it just like a little blue blob or like a gumdrop? What blue person? Is it like a little blue blob, like a gumdrop, or like a little blue animal? Okay, it's not Rimuru or Stitch. Good. Blue person. Are they wearing a blue suit? It's not the Tick, is it? Because y'all just fought and lost to him. And if it's Homelander, blonde hair, smug expression, you'll be fine. Not a blue suit. Okay. Blue glow, or is the person themselves blue? Like, do they have a flaring aura surrounding them? And if so, do they have big spiky blue hair? Because, yes, it is important, because if it's Goku or if it's Vegeta, then...
I would argue almost most things in the 40K can probably stack up
do
against.
They have like a big oversized head?
From what I heard.
Okay, it's not.
It depends on whose universe they're in.
Bald blue man. Oh.
The other one, pretty much a lower version of.
Is this person like basically naked? Okay, that's Dr. Manhattan. He's the worst possible option. Like, this guy is not someone you can handle. His power is basically near omnipotence. He could literally disassemble all of you on a whim. And he's holding his hand out at you because you're in an unknown ship approaching his home planet, and he doesn't know your intentions. No, don't fire on him. He's invulnerable, and if you do that, you just confirm to him that you're a potential threat. You're off mute now.
All right. For everyone here, what I like and hate about being able to watch this, like when he does lines and things for me, I like being able to go and be like, okay, that's great, let's redo this line. Or the biggest issue, and I've told them before, it's like I can't see the version that he's gonna send me until I get it. And during getting the Stitch thing, the reason why we had to do a few retakes is specifically that it looked good from this angle, but when we got the other angle, I was like, shit. And on this angle, I'm having the opposite problem where because we can see his hand scrolling and we can see the little behind the scenes, but we may not see that.
You can't see it in the phone camera.
Exactly. So while I go, I don't like that because I can see you moving things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that. I do the same trick that he does. Like my hand's moving and I'll do it and you can't tell. It just looks like I put my hand down for a moment.
And if I'm at work at my desk, I'm going to be touching stuff the whole time we're talking.
Exactly. And sometimes in the script, it literally will have little moments for us to type. That is literally a way for us to look at the script on top of that, right, so that we can have that moment of like, let's say there's a heavy dialogue.
Those are my favorite bits. Those are my favorite parts when I can be like, hold on just 1 second. Okay, you know, and be like, I see what I need to read next.
Especially because like we'll have a huge block of text, and if we can make that huge block of text us looking at the screen, and we have to do the line, okay, I see here that it's blah 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 blah, and then blah 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 blah. It's so much easier, and they do that for everyone here. If you ever see a TV show or anything like that, unless the actor is really anal about memorizing their lines, and there's a few of them out there, I guarantee you they have a cheat sheet on the screen. And here's the key thing, even back in the day, when you would quote unquote see the screen, they still had cheat sheets on there. Like if you watch
Lord of the Rings, in the scene in Rivendell, when Boromir goes, one does not just walk into Mordor, you know, and he had his lines written on a piece of paper on his knee because they kept changing his lines. So he just had the newest version on his leg, which is why he kept looking down and then looking back up at the camera to act, because he's like, what the fuck do I say next?
I don't know how accurate this is, but during the Matrix, some of the code that goes down is shorthand for the actors to be able to know their lines.
That, and also a lot of it's just backwards Japanese. They took Japanese kanji and flipped it and made it glow green.
Just need a normal powerless guy without powers for the 4 horsemen. Oh, you guys were still talking the horseman stuff. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sounds like you all need to go get lunch soon, huh?
I need to figure like we got people okay with eating hot pockets, but I'm not necessarily okay with eating hot pockets. And because we had to get that second hotel for the transfer because it was super hard getting up here, like physically demanding type of up here, and we have even more like we're all going to be stuck because the car's packed full.
Yeah.
And so all three of it. You know, Mama's the only one that's not going to have to worry about. Raven's going to be holding a couple things in between their legs and possibly something on their lap. Tobias has got something in front of their legs and maybe something small on their lap. I've got like a clock that couldn't fit in the back on my lap. And so we need that break. So that's one of those things where it's like I got to figure out cost effectiveness and make sure because although I'm gonna have money deposited, I don't know when it'll be deposited because it's the weekend and it probably won't be show up until like Monday.
Right.
Nothing I can do about that. We'll probably go and figure out something that's a little bit healthier than Hot Pockets. First Doctor had some of the lines he hit around the set as he was losing his memory. I love all that stuff. Huh? Check on DoorDash, see if there's anyone that can do DoorDash, or we might be able to order some. Like this place might still have like regular delivery drivers.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a 10,000 person town. They should have DoorDash.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's true. I'll check and see what we can't find. But yeah, I'm gonna pop off, especially because I'm on unsecured internet, anyways.
Yep. I'm gonna hop off. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this. I know this was a short live this afternoon, but I'm gonna get this edited, and then I got some other stuff that I have to take care of everybody. But it was great. It was great seeing you all again, Levi. Good talking to you. I'm glad that you're past the funeral and you're moving on. You got planned for things and.
Mm-hmm. And we should be back, and I should be able to start making. I don't know how quickly I'll be able to make content because the kiddos have to. Yeah, I know.
Take your time, dude. You know the deal is. Do you take the time that you need, and we'll figure it out around it, and it's not a big deal.
Hopefully, I can get back to doing things relatively quickly, but I got to make sure the kiddos are taken care of as the main.
Yep. Not everybody.
Anyway, later, guys.
Have an Acme Day and all that.
Oh, right. Remember, take one breath, one step, one day at a time. Wish you all peace and mind, strength, body, spirit, and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again. Have an Acme Day.
Have an Acme Day as a part of the villain. Having an Acme Day will return. Have an Acme Day as a part of the villain. Having an Acme Day will return to build to your account. Have an Acme Day.
And have an Acme Day simply means that the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.
Yep. I've been like changing diapers and everything. Bye, everybody.